For as long as I can remember, it's been my nature to take control of the situation and manage and control what's happening. But since retirement, I've come to understand that patience is a virtue that allows us to take the time to understand our situation and ultimately to decide what's right for us. My name is Del. I'm 70 years old. I retired in 2008. I've been married to my wife, Melissa, for almost 45 years.
We live here in Oxnard, California, near the beach. We have 2 daughters and 3 grandsons, and we're enjoying the retired life.
Well, I guess first and foremost, both of us like to do fiber arts. Melissa started weaving as a girl. Her mother was a weaver. The loom we have in our house is her mother's loom. And I actually started knitting way back when I was having therapy for a broken hand. And then when we lived in New Guinea, when there was no TV or radio, that's what you did. Besides our volunteer activities, we like to play golf together. It's something we can do together where my being so much taller than she is doesn't really matter.
Del and I really enjoy walking on the beach together and playing golf together, but we also are world travelers. Because of Del's career, we've lived in 7 different countries.
One of the things I discovered early on in my life was that I really didn't like sitting behind a desk doing the same thing over and over again. And so luckily I was able to find a career in the oil industry that let me go from project to project and gave us the opportunity to live overseas. And in doing that, I was responsible for managing the details, anticipating what could go wrong, and then having a plan in place when it did. And then later, after I retired, I became a consultant. And for the first time in my working career, people didn't have to do what I recommended, and I found that very frustrating. But I also think it gave me an appreciation for patience, and it really helped me to deal with what I understood eventually was Peyronie's disease. For many years, I'd had a small lump in my penis, and it was not a problem. It didn't cause me any worry, but all of a sudden this curvature started to develop, and it got fairly significant in a relatively short period of time, and I was very concerned about it.
And we thought something has to be done, and so I got on the internet and I typed in curved penis, and lo and behold, I got a lot of information. And when Del got home that night, I said, Del, I think I found what could be wrong.
So I contacted and made an appointment with a local urologist who diagnosed it as Peyronie's disease. He also told me that he wasn't the guy to take care of it and referred me to a specialist. Well, I did some research on that specialist and found that his primary mode of treatment was surgery. This wasn't something I was really excited about, and so I went looking for another option, and my wife came up with the name of another urologist. So I went to see that doctor. After some testing, decided that yes, you're a candidate for a non-surgical procedure and we can treat this with XIAFLEX. I was counseled on the benefits and the risks of the treatment as well as my role in it, and decided to proceed.
XIAFLEX is a prescription medicine used to treat adult men with Peyronie's disease who have a plaque that can be felt and a curve in their penis greater than 30 degrees when treatment has started. It is not known if XIAFLEX is safe and effective in children under the age of 18. Do not receive XIAFLEX if the Peyronie's plaque to be treated involves the tube that your urine passes through, urethra. You are allergic to collagenase Clostridium histolyticum or any of the ingredients in XIAFLEX, or to any other collagenase product. See the end of the medication guide for a complete list of ingredients in XIAFLEX. XIAFLEX can cause serious side effects including penile fracture, corporal rupture, or other serious injury to the penis. This could require surgery to fix the damaged area. Damage to your penis might not get better after a corporal rupture.
I made my appointment and shortly after had my first injection. You know, I really enjoyed the doctor and his staff. They were fantastic. I went through the doctor's recommended course of treatment, did my at-home modeling, and everything came out as it was explained to me.
I was really pleased with the experience Del had throughout this treatment journey.
And here we are now. I finished my treatment with XIAFLEX and I'm very happy with the result. I often wonder, if my Peyronie's disease had happened a decade or so ago, how would I have dealt with it? Would I have found the right physician and the right course of treatment for me? I really don't think so. Well, we're all human. Sometimes life throws challenges at you that you're not prepared to deal with, but we have to step up to it. You know, if you're like me and you think you might have Peyronie's disease, you're not alone. There's lots of other men in the world that are having this issue. Find a urologist that you're comfortable with and who's experienced. If they do diagnose you, take the time to understand your options and go ahead. It's worth your patience.